make life better for others. Movies for Grown-Ups recognizes films that speak in a unique way to grown-up audiences on topics that matter to them. Our film today touches on a topic that is a priority for AARP and one that consumes the lives of millions of people every day: family caregiving. Family caregivers are the backbone of long-term care in this country. Roughly 42.1 million family caregivers in the U.S. provide care to an adult each year. Many of them will spend more time and resources caring for their aging parents than they did raising their own children, often taking on tasks that would make a nursing student tremble. Yet family members are often invisible in the care process. I know from my own family's experience, where my brother and sister shoulder most of the caregiving responsibilities for my father, that caregiving takes its toll on the caregivers as well as those receiving care, even those who are long distance. At AARP, we're working to bring awareness, advice, and assistance to family caregivers through our Caregiving Resource Center at aarp.org/caregiving. If you are a caregiver and in need of support, I urge you to visit the site. While there, you can also hear the personal stories of caregivers through our I Heart Caregiving tool, and you can share your own story as well. These stories are powerful, both heartwarming and heartbreaking, and perhaps most importantly, they give us strength and hope. Thank you and enjoy the movie.
The most difficult moments for me is to see a person that was fiercely independent and did everything for herself, and now she can't do anything for herself.
When my sister told me that cold morning in March that he had 4th stage lung cancer, I knew our lives had changed forever.
I had to then become the main family caregiver for my mother.
They just kicked her out and said, you have to take her home today, and that was it.
What am I going to see? How am I going to take care of him the same way?
I mean, I had to wash her face and I had to give her a bath.
The medications, it was the oxygen machine, and then it was, that whole routine starting over again in the evening.
Life doesn't prepare you to do things like that. You never anticipate having to do that for your mother.
My recommendation is that don't forget who you can call.
There's a wonderful community of family caregivers out there to help and support you.
At the end of the day, when I hear her say before she lays down to go to sleep, is I love you and thank you for taking care of me. Makes it all worth it. I'd do it a million times over.
I'm Maria Shriver. Every 67 seconds, another brain will develop Alzheimer's, a deadly disease for which there is no cure. And 2 out of every 3 of them will be our mothers, our grandmothers, our sisters, and our daughters. By 2050, Alzheimer's will claim the minds of 16 million Americans. We are facing a national epidemic that has put women's brains at risk, and I believe that it will be women's brains who will turn the tide. So starting today, I'm asking the agitators, the instigators, and the innovators out there to join us with Wipe Out Alzheimer's, a grassroots movement of women who I believe can save the precious minds of future generations. I believe we'll succeed because I can still remember a time when cancer was a dirty word and an HIV diagnosis was a death sentence. I've seen the difference that more research can make, more awareness can make, and more empowerment can make in the lives of millions. And I know that we can do that again. So women, we start now. I hope you'll join us.
Oh, I was just recording the advertisements, not the movie.
Yeah.